by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Welcome in to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What? Welcome to the Get Your Happy On Hour. I'm your host, Ricky C. Simmons. This is 93.7 The Ticket. And you know what? I'm back. And I see Bach got me jamming. I don't know what's happening over there, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it. What? Hey, y'all, I got to start the show off the same way I do every week. Big shout out to Matt Warner and Empire Fencing out in Waverly, Nebraska. Man, they always show me love. Appreciate all y'all support. Means the world to me. So I just want you to know that. You know, I've been gone for a couple of weeks, so I got to get y'all caught up. Then I'm going to get to my guest because I got a great guest tonight, too. So first thing I'm going to say is this. Big shout out to my hometown, Greenville, Texas. It showed a lot of love. Got to give a big shout out to Tulsa, Oklahoma, man. Y'all made me feel very welcome there. Randy Allison and the gang, they always treat me with a lot of respect, and that means the world to me. I lost a ton of golf balls in Tulsa, so if you find red Callaways with number 7 on it, that's a souvenir. I just want y'all to know that. But you know something else, though? I'm really happy to be back, happy to be in studio, and, man, I got a great guest tonight. I got Jason Peters coming back next Sunday night, so we're gonna get into some real deep stuff next Sunday, so don't forget that. But also, I want you to understand, the guest I got tonight, man, we're finna get real motivated because this guy has got an amazing story. And there's a lot of people out there that are dealing with things that he has dealt with and has overcome. So, with no further ado, Michael, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks, Ricky. Appreciate the invite.
Well, look here, man. I'm honored that you was willing to come down here. And I was noticing your license plates, man. You got the Heisman on your license plate. What's that all about first before we get started?
So I transport the Heisman Trophy for the University of Nebraska. I transfer Mike Rozier, Eric Krause, and Johnny Rogers.
Ah, well, I saw the Heisman on the plates. I was like, wait a minute. I think I know a Heisman or 2 or 3. So, well, hey, man, again, welcome to the show. But really and truly, on a serious note, we all have adversity. And I've been very, very clear about that. But, Michael, man, your story, I'm just going to get right into it. But before we tell what the story's about, let's get to know Michael just a little bit. Home. Where's home for Michael?
I live in Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay. Now, Mike, the story tonight is about, and this is my label. You can change it if you choose. That's fine. But it's like just the transformation,
for sure,
of a human.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is, we all got something. You know, my deal was drug addiction. You know, some people have food addiction. Some people have gambling addiction. Whatever. Michael, the first time I met you, I think we were talking before the show, was at Coach Reed's birthday party.
Correct.
And you were I'm trying to say this the proper way, but
I was a large man.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. This young man was big.
Yeah, I was large and in charge. I used to weigh 355 pounds.
355 pounds. I don't know if y'all can see him now, but can you imagine him at 355 pounds? Dude, like what, how did all this stuff happen? I mean, were you always big as a young man, or?
Yeah, I was mostly I was considered obese by the time I was 5 years old. I've just always struggled with weight and I could just never ever lose weight. I tried to diet, exercise, and I just couldn't ever like I could lose weight 20, 30 pounds and then it'd come right back. I had really poor eating habits. I used to drink pop all the time. Um, Before like 2019, I was I would say like a party person that would go out and drink and have fun, but never like an alcoholic by per se. I would just go out and have fun with my friends, but I was never really into eating right and like drinking water and just doing what I needed to do to like, get in shape and take it seriously.
Now, so growing up, since 5, you were considered obese.
Hmm.
Did you ever get picked on, or?
Yeah, I mean, it was like, I have 4 older brothers and, I was like the youngest, the shortest, and the roundest is what I would tell people. And like, my oldest brother, Joseph, he was almost like he's 6'10" and he's always real thin. And people look at me and they're like, man, why are you so fat? And I'd always like joke around and tell people I was like the fat funny guy, or like even when I was a kid or even like, young adult, a lot of people thought like I looked like John Candy. I'd get that a lot. People were like, "Oh my God, is John Candy your dad or something like that?" You look right. So, but it just like, but then I started reading about him and I learned that he died at 45 at a heart attack. I was like, man, I'm 45. Like that could be me.
Wow. So all your upbringing, you were obese.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Wow. And when did you start on this journey to lose weight?
I started this journey on Friday the 13th of 2023. I basically, earlier in the day, I was actually shocked back to life earlier that day. And then my mom, basically, I said, Mom, I gotta lose weight. I'm gonna go to the Littlest Mail in Omaha, Nebraska, and I'm gonna see what they can do to change my life. I've got nothing to lose and I've got something to prove. And that's basically what I told myself. I said, if I don't lose weight now, I'm probably gonna die.
Now, this is only 2025, man. So
Correct.
you saying, gosh, 2 years?
Hmm.
Now, kind of walk us through that process, man.
Okay, so about May of 2020, um, I thought I had kidney stones. I actually went to urgent care, and then from urgent care they took me to the hospital because my gallbladder was so bad. Then they rushed me into surgery, and then basically I got put under anesthesia, and all of a sudden, one of the nurses knows that I'm an AFib all of a sudden, and then a little bit later I wake up, I'm in the cardiac ICU unit at Lakeside Hospital, and I'm basically fighting for my life at this point.
Wow. So, I mean, this is pretty serious.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. And you, what did they tell you? I mean,
So basically, at that particular point, it was just like, they didn't exactly know what was wrong. I literally came in with a gallbladder issue, and all of a sudden, I'm in heart failure. And we're talking not even 8 hours. Like, they're like, okay, something is seriously wrong with this person. And so they started running all these tests on me to kind of figure out, okay, how do we get to this point? Like, this guy came in all fine and normal, and now he's in heart failure, and we have no idea what's going on. And so it just like, I even left the hospital actually in heart failure. And eventually, I want to say about 2 to 3 weeks later, I actually got cardioverted. And what a cardioversion is basically you're an AFib, you're out of rhythm, and they'll bring you into the hospital. They'll put you under anesthesia, they'll stop your heart, and they'll actually shock you back to life with an AED.
Wow. I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have no idea what that's like, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm very interested in it because I'm looking at the results now.
Mm-hmm.
But when did you, I mean, after you finally figured out what was going on,
Mm-hmm.
what was next, man? What was the...
So basically, like in my life, I guess to tell the listeners, I've had 3 heart surgeries and I've been shocked back to rhythm / life 20 times in my life. And under the last 5 years of my life.
Wait a minute. Say that again. I want to make sure everybody understands what this young man is talking about.
So I've had 3 heart surgeries. They're called cardiac ablations. And then I've been shocked back to rhythm / life with the AED 20 times in my life. And that is from May of 2020. The last time I got shocked was April 19th of 2025.
Man, that's, you talk about not being able to wrap your mind around something. That's something that I can't wrap my mind around. But I know that it's real because there's no benefit in you not making this up. You know what I mean?
100%.
So now, so the weight problem, what was the deciding factor, and when, should I say, when was the deciding factor, a factor that made you say, I got to lose weight?
You know, so I think, like I said, I started the program at Liveless Vale on Friday the 13th of 2023, and I was 355 pounds. My BMI was over, I would say 40, 50, around there. I mean, I was quite the large man. And it was kind of like, I was at the point in my life where I was like, if I don't start losing weight, I'm going to have to start buying clothes at the big and tall store. And that to me was humiliating. You know, my waist at one point was a 48.
Wow.
I was wearing size 4 to 5XL t-shirts. You know, I mean, it was substantial. And I mean, I actually went to a bariatrics clinic in Omaha and actually failed their weight loss clinic. Like they put me on a liquid diet and it just overran my heart and actually put me back into AFib. And I went to the clinic and I was like, I can't do this. And they were just kind of like, not really giving up on me, but they're like, okay, we need to kind of figure out, this isn't working for you. And they're kind of like, let me hang it, you know? And I was just like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I need to figure out something fast because if not, I'm probably going to die.
Well, apparently you figured something out because,
oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you started making changes.
Yeah, 100%. And like I said, you know, what was it? October of 2024, I accidentally walked through a metal detector at work and it actually reset. I have a device in my chest and it actually reset it. And I passed that at home. And then, so I had to be rushed to the ER the next day. And I met my cardiologist and he's just like, Michael, if you do not change your life soon, you're going to be dead. Like there is no ands, ifs, or buts. Being 355 pounds, you know, is not going to work for you. I've already had 2 heart surgeries. So on October, it was the 12th, I found out I was going to have heart surgery for the 3rd time. And it was going to be scheduled for December 29th later on that year. And I had to lose weight just to have the surgery or it wasn't going to work.
How much weight did you have to lose?
They wanted me to get down to, if I could get down to like 325 or like ideally 300. So they wanted me to lose 55 pounds in approximately 3 to 4 months. I tried my best. It was, I got down, I thought it was like great. I was like 325. I was like, I've lost 30 pounds. I felt okay. Clearly it was not. I failed the heart surgery. I had too much scar tissue and too much fat. And the cardiologist gave me the come to Jesus talk. He's like, Michael, if you do not get down to 250 pounds by June of 2024, you will be dead. No BS.
Wow. Now that's a gut punch.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if that don't get your attention, nothing will.
Oh, 100%. And I just said to myself, you know what? This sucks, right? And I mean, you know, and what happened was I failed heart surgery. And then 2 days later, I had to be rushed to the ER again. So what happened was I had actually allergic. So I was just prescribed fentanyl at the hospital as a painkiller. And what actually happened is it's basically shut down my body organ. So I couldn't go to the bathroom for 2 days. I had to be rushed to the ER on New Year's Eve. And they basically had to pump my stomach and would not recommend that. It was nasty. Fast forward, not even like a week later, I'm back in AFib. And then on January 13th of 2024, I'm basically being shocked back to life again.
Wow. I mean, I understand that this is what it is, but I'm trying to, like I say, it's not easy for me to wrap my mind around it.
Correct.
And I'm pretty sure that I got some people listening that agree with me, but I know it's important. So when you finally got all of these diagnoses that what you needed to do, was that an easy process? to drop that much weight though?
I think I should announce, I guess, if the people that aren't watch this on TV. So right now, I currently weigh 190 pounds. I have lost 165 pounds in 20 months.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, say that one more time, man. You
I've lost
how much?
160 pounds in 20 months. It hasn't even been 2 years yet.
Wow.
So basically what I said to myself is just like, okay, you know what? Um, I'm on, I was on Monjero shots. That is something that I did take every week. I said to myself, okay, I take this every week. And then I just said, you know what? I'm gonna watch what I eat. I'm gonna watch what I drink. I drink water. There's no caffeine in my life. I can't have caffeine because I'm a heart patient anyway. So like there's no caffeine, there's no coffee, there's no pop, no energy drinks, no alcohol. I basically limit myself to Gatorade, water, lemonade, no fried foods hardly. I rarely eat fast foods. I limit myself in candy. I just try to eat, healthy, clean lifestyle.
Man, I heard no coffee.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then also like I was having a problem with the gym. I was, between 2020 and 2022, I was having a lot of blood pressure issues. And so I was passing out at the gym. And so going to the gym wasn't really like something that I could really do because the threat of me passing out was high. So I said, you know what? If I can walk 10,000 steps a day, that was my goal. It's like, if I can walk 10,000 steps a day, drink some water, eat right, get enough sleep. I use CPAP every night. I would tell people every night, if you snore, use CPAP, it'll save your life. And I mean, a lot of people don't know that, but that's something that I very strongly believe in, that it will change your life and save your life. So basically, so I technically never went to the gym and I still lost 160 pounds.
By just exercise.
Just walking
Walking.
every day, 10,000, just drinking water, not eating after 9 o'clock, watch what I eat, stuff like that. Just make sure that, and I still have like, I'm not like in a super strict, you got to eat this, not that kind of thing, but it's just like portion control. I tell people all the time, it's about portion control. It's just like, okay, eat this, watching your calorie count, stuff like that. And obviously being on the shot definitely helps that.
Yeah.
Because you have it, it's like an appetite suppressant, but it's also like, you're just not as hungry as much as you used to be. So,
well, I'm just sitting here thinking, it sounds very, sounds like you got to have discipline.
100%, without a doubt. Because if not, just like, it's easy to like, I'll get it tomorrow. I'll start next week, whatever it is. But I think for me, like failing heart surgery, I mean, I cannot tell you that sucked. Like to hear that was one of the biggest demoralizing moments of my life, and then not even, 10 days later, I am, back at the hospital getting shocked. And, people ask me what it's like to be shocked. Well, technically, so they put you under anesthesia, so you're asleep for this. But people ask me what it's like. It feels like you got hit by a bus. It's like, I mean, you don't feel it, but like when you wake up like an hour or so later, you definitely feel it. And like the shock, it'll go through your, like, they'll put a patch on your front and on your back. So you actually have a burn mark on your front and back of your body. And it'll be there for like 2-3 days. And do not use lotion. Do not. Aloe vera is your friend. Because it's basically a burn mark on your chest.
Wow. So. Man. Well, first of all, I'm going to say this. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, because the discipline and the ability to be accountable is at the highest level, or you suffer serious consequences.
Oh yeah,
potentially not even being here. So I love to give credit where credit's due, and that's another reason why I wanted you on the show, because I know there are people out there that have similar situations. May not be as dire as yours, but they probably would like to lose a few pounds.
Yeah, and like I said, and there's other things. I mean, we want to back it up. So the first time I had heart surgery was actually on Halloween of 2020.
Okay.
And so like, and then after the surgery, I actually had an allergic reaction to the stitches, and the surgeon had to come up and remove the stitches without any painkillers. And let me tell you, that was some of the worst pain I've ever had in my entire life, And then fast forward to New Year's Eve. I'm sorry, not New Year's, excuse me, Christmas Eve of 2020, I actually went back into AFib again, not even like 6 weeks after heart surgery. And I'll be honest with you, and you know, I try to be I'm an accountability kind of person. I gave up on life. I didn't give a damn at that point. I didn't tell anybody I didn't care.
Yeah.
I just, I put on a brave face out to the world, but I stopped exercising. I stopped using CPAP. I was kind of nonchalant about like medication. I just didn't care. I kind of had a pity party for myself, really, and it damn near cost me my life.
Hmm.
I mean, it basically, fast forward to April 29th of 2021, I actually got up out of bed that day and collapsed on the floor, completely out. And so I actually missed work that day and my phone rang and like I didn't answer. And somebody actually like they called a neighbor. Neighbor walked in and saw us passed out on the floor, got rushed via ambulance to the hospital, and it was crazy. Um and then I was just like, okay. And then they kind of came to what it was. And then they like shot me back to rhythm again. So
You mentioned something before the show that I found very interesting. You were saying something about correct me if I'm wrong, but if I heard you right, you said something about heartbeats like so many minutes. Beats.
So ejection fraction. So when I first went into the hospital, this is back on my first when I went in for the gallbladder, and I wake up and I'm in the cardiac ICU unit, and your normal injection fraction is like a 55 or 60. And at that particular point, when I woke up from anesthesia to have my gallbladder surgery, my injection fraction was at a 12.
Wow.
And it was pretty bad at that point. And it was touch and go for a little bit. It was like, and what people I think fail to realize is like this is during COVID. And so there's no visitors. The closest anybody could get was out in the parking lot, and they had to drive by the window. And it was hard, and it almost makes me emotional just thinking about it, because just like your family, your friends, your loved ones, the closest they could get was outside that parking lot window, and they could wave and you could talk to somebody and you could but the human touch,
Right.
it's,
right.
And I struggled with FaceTime for the longest time after that. I mean, it took me about 6 months to really get over FaceTime, because there's a couple people on that floor that died, and they were like, they had to say goodbye to the loved ones that were in the lobby of the hospital over FaceTime.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard, and it's just like, but I think in the reality, it makes you appreciate life. It makes you appreciate what you got and what you go through in your life. And just like, you know what? I like that phrase, like, tough times don't last, tough people do, and that's what
Right,
it takes
right.
to get through adversity. It's just like things aren't going to be easy and things aren't going to be great every single day. But it's just like, if you can overcome those things, you'll be okay.
Well, the one thing I'm taking from this is you never gave up, even though you thought about it, but you stayed with it. And that's the encouragement that I like to see everybody at least think about. The making good choices, and giving up is just not an option.
No.
I mean, it's hard to do. To keep going is hard. I get it. But I love the fact that, you're a living example of not giving up, because I'm pretty sure it was a lot of times that you probably didn't care anymore.
Oh yeah. Especially in 2020 to 2021. It was just, I mean, I felt like in 2021, I felt like I lived at that hospital. I was literally there. I mean, in 1 year, I got shocked 5 times in 1 year. I mean, it was rough. And I mean, there was one point in 2021, it's actually, I can laugh at it now, kind of funny story, but I was actually walking by the window. My mask broke. I was actually looking for the restroom, and I was hooking up to an IV pole, and an elderly lady accidentally hit the gas instead of the brakes. And so I'm walking by the window, and the window breaks, and it kind of shatters and cuts me. And being on blood thinners, you kind of bleed more than your average person.
Yeah.
And I actually missed my cardiac appointment because I'm in the ER trying to get stitched back together. And so,
wow.
But you know what? Honestly, though, Ricky, that this particular probably story moment saved and changed my life. Like, if this didn't happen to me, I don't think I'd be alive today. And so by missing my appointment, because I don't think what people may or may not realize is when you get shocked back to rhythm / life, it's like you need to be put under anesthesia. There's a lot of moving parts to go into this, like people need to be like, there needs to be a cardiologist. There needs to be somebody that can run the crash cart. There needs to be somebody that does anesthesia. There needs to be somebody that can if there's things that go awry, they need to be able to get you back to life. And if not, there's other things that go about it. But I missed my appointment, and I'm just like, and at this point I've been shocked 5 or 6 times. And I'm just like, to me, it's not really, I don't really take it seriously at this point. And Dr. Slattery, aka Dr. Slattery, I kind of give him that nickname, but he was not happy that I missed my appointment, and he realized that I was having fun and playing, this wasn't a serious thing to me. Like being shocked is like, whoa, this is great. Would not recommend, but and it was one of those points where it was just like, okay, he's just like, Michael, do you want a car? And he's like, I go, yeah. He's like, how many times you jump start a battery before you buy a new one? I was like, okay, 3-4 times. He's like, all right, this is your 5th time being shocked. And I was like, okay. And then he was just like, okay. He's like, you do the Heisman Trophy, right? I was like, oh yeah, man, I love it. I've been doing the Heisman Trophy, been transporting it for 15 years. It's one of the greatest things I could do in my life, and it's something I don't take for granted. But he's just like, so you like college football? I was like, yeah. He's just like, so what are you doing in 3 months? I was like, well, I don't know. Probably go to games. He's like, cool, you'll be dead. Walked out the room.
Wow. Hey, we're going to stop right there and take a break. We're going to come right back. Don't y'all go nowhere. It's 93.7 The Ticket. Let's get you happy on hour.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to SmokingGunJerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
And we're back. Man, Bach, we got any comments over there, Bach?
Yeah, we do. Kim Kelly chimes in. She says, "Hi, Michael. You are such a bright light to so many. So glad you made the changes for your life."
That's what's up, Kim Kelly, and my business partner. I appreciate you for tuning in. I also got a text message from Carla Walker. She said she was glad that I was back. She was getting a little concerned. Well, Carla, don't be concerned. I'm like a piece of furniture. They can't get rid of me. I'm here. So I'm back, and I'm happy to be back. You know, right there at the break, you had referenced that you had 3 months to live. Is that?
Yeah. I was told basically before I went into, before I had the procedure, that I had 3 months to live. And so I wake up from the procedure and I'm like, all right. And actually my phone is ringing and it's Johnny Rogers is calling me. And so I answer the phone, and anybody that knows has been on anesthesia knows you're kind of incoherent and not really there. And so I try to talk to Johnny and he's like, "Mike, you sound drunk. I'll call you back." And then he calls me right back. And the nurse answers the phone and he's like, "This is Johnny Rogers." And she's like, Is this Mr. Rogers from the neighborhood, like the guy on Sesame Street, or the Heisman Trophy winner? And he's like, "It's Johnny Rogers. Is Mike okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, he'll call you back. He's got a month to live, but he'll call you right back."
Wow.
And so that was like, that right there was like, okay, I need to change my life. And, and there was, I wish I could say it was great and right away, but it's like, anything in life, I think it just takes a long time to like really get to where you need to get to.
Right. Well, I'm glad you made the changes, and I'm glad you took it serious, because it sounded like it for a long time you started to make it like a joke.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I didn't. And, it was just like, being shocked. And every time you get shocked by AED, I feel like it ages you. I feel like it takes longer to recover. And
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, you're just like, oh, then the next day you feel like a brand new person. And like now it takes like a week or so to really, truly recover from it.
Now, you was talking during the break. You said something about Friday 13th. What's up with that?
So for the last Friday, the 13th, I've actually been shocked back to rhythm/life for whatever reason. I've like when they turn to the cardioversion for whatever reason, or in my case, I should say, it's always been on a Friday, but more often than not, for whatever reason, it's been on Friday the 13th.
How many times?
For the last 5 in a row. So like I missed my one. So June 13th was the last Friday the 13th of this year, and I missed it. So thank God.
Well, man, we're gonna hope that you don't have any more Friday 13th
Right.
episodes.
So
Now, I was making reference earlier about you being having Heisman.
correct.
So, kind of briefly tell me what that's about. I mean, I know you have multiple jobs, but
All right. So with the Heisman Trophy, I've been doing that 15 years. I met Johnny in 2010 through a mutual friend of ours, and then I'm also involved with the Jet Award, and so that I've been doing all the behind the scenes stuff. So I challenge the transport and of all the trophies, set up all the banners and stuff like that, and then doing the Jet Award, I end up meeting Mike and Eric and I want to tell people it's not something I do all the time. I probably do this event, transport the Heisman's with Johnny and all those guys probably 10, 15 times a year. So it's just a lot easier for me to transport it and go, just like those guys can do what they need to do. And I can set up the event, tear down the event, and I'm out,
Now you also do concerts?
Correct. I work at here in Lincoln, I work at Pinnacle Bank Arena here and there. And then in Omaha, I work at Stillhouse, CHA Health Center Arena, and Sturcove and Council Bluffs. And then I'm also under the board of directors for a medical clinic in Council Bluffs, Iowa called All Care Healthcare.
Okay.
So
man, you busy. You're all over the place.
Right.
You know what though? For a person that has came through the adversity that you've had to endure to get to where, give me the measurements again now. You said you were
so at my heaviest, so I was 355 pounds. I'm 6'3". That's how tall I am. I was 355 at my max weight. I'm 6'3" now. I'm weighing 190 pounds. I used to have my waist used to be 48 inches. I was a 48-30, and now I'm a 30-30.
Wow.
My suit jacket used to be a 56 long. I'm at a 42 long now. T-shirt size was like a 4XL. I'm down to a large, tall, or an XL. Basically, I mean, I've had to buy new clothes probably 4 or 5 different times.
Wow.
But I would tell people, I mean, being on Montero and everything I do, but I meant the biggest thing probably in my life that probably saved my life was probably CPAP. And if you snore, I'm telling you, CPAP will save your life.
What advice would you give to a person that listening that's on the fence on whether or not they want to go down this journey of losing weight?
I would say, honestly, just be real with yourself, and set like realistic goals. Like for me, what I wanted to do with my life was I bought a pair of pants, like in high school, I wore size 36. And I said to myself, I'm going to give myself a year to get into this pants, and I put it on the bedroom door, and every single day I looked up, got ready for work, whatever it was. And I looked at that pair of pants and I said, you know what? I'm going to one day fit in these. And I just set realistic goals. I said, you know what? I'm going to drink water. I'm going to walk 10,000 steps. I'm going to do what I need to get it done. And honestly, by May of 2024, I hit my goal. I actually lost 100 pounds between October 13th and May 20th, 2024. I lost 100 pounds.
Wow. That's quite an accomplishment, man. Again, congratulations on that. I really appreciate the fact that you're able to be transparent and and open about this, because some things are tough to talk about, especially publicly.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. I call it throwing myself under the bus. I do that daily. I stay up under the bus about addiction, but I've never heard anyone that speaks of weight loss with the transparency that you do. And I just think that's very important, because I'm sure there are some people out there that would like to, but maybe think it's, it's a little much. And so you're living proof, man, that it can be done.
100%. I just tell people you got to be realistic with your goals,
Right.
just realistic with life, and just, I mean, a lot of people see the number 160 and they're just like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. But I mean, I failed plenty of times, and it's just, you got to take it slow, and you just got to say, okay, I can do this. I can change my diet. I can drink water. I can, like I said, I couldn't go to the gym. I knew I could walk. I couldn't, I couldn't run. I couldn't lift weights. I couldn't do aerobics, but I knew I could walk. And that's what I said every single day. If I can hit 10,000 steps and I drink water. You know, I try to do it every day, and then just like, okay, that's my goal.
You even threw some humor in there because you said one of your goals was to be, I forget how you worded it, but something about going from this to that.
All right. So my goal in life, or if I could have a tagline, I want to go from heart failure to heart throb.
Ah, that's a great goal to have, man. I again, Mike, I'm just proud of you, man.
I appreciate it. Man.
I've known you for a little while now, and we've our paths have crossed at different events. So, I've gotten to know you, and that's why I was really happy that you was willing to come on to the show, because, like I said, I like telling stories of people that I call them success stories, but they need to hear the good and the bad, because we live in an instant society where we want everything yesterday, and it's not always that way.
For sure.
And you're another great example of sticking with it and not feeling like it's something you couldn't do. So, Mike, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh man, I'd like to say, I'm telling you right now, my girlfriend Katie Rogers is probably my lifeline.
Gotcha.
I mean, because when you're in heart failure, man, life is hard. Life is extremely hard. I mean, she was like my rides, my like middle of the night, go in the bathroom, getting dressed, everything like that. I mean, like I probably wouldn't be alive today without her. I would have gave up and said, screw it, I don't care. And just being another statistic of a obese person that died of heart failure.
Well, I'm just proud of you, man. And I'm proud of her for standing by you through those tough times. That means a lot. We're going to take one more quick break. Then we're going to come back. We're going to wrap the show up. This is 93.7 The Ticket. To get you happy on the hour, don't go anywhere.
Looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schwizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schwizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schwizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, we back. Man, this guy, Michael, you're amazing, dude. I gotta give you props, man, because what you've accomplished. I mean, I don't know if people are just tuning in here at the end, but just so that I make sure I get this on the show. You started off at what?
355 pounds.
And you're now
190. So
Wow.
I've lost 165 pounds actually year to date.
Dude, I mean, I can't say that but congratulations.
Appreciate that, Rick.
Because, oh man, that's a lot. That's quite an accomplishment.
In under 2 years, I think is probably the most staggering part about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Oh man, because I mean, I know every year around New Year's, everybody got that New Year's resolution. I'm going to lose 20 pounds.
Yeah.
And that first week or two of January, they're on fire. And then round about the end of the month, the mindset shifts. You know, not all,
yeah,
but in a lot of cases. But you stuck with this in under 2 years. You accomplished quite a bit, man. And I just think that deserves to be acknowledged.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
You know, and
so-
it's just like, and you know, even through the journey, I mean, it just like, you know, I started in October of 2023. I had heart surgery. I failed it. You know, I could have easily gave up at that point. You know, I could have been like, well, didn't work for me. And then, you know, January 13th of 2024, getting shocked again, you know, and just be like, well, this sucks. But then it's just like, it was kind of at that point of just like, you know what? Like, this is my 19th time of being shocked. Okay, let's really, like, I'm tired of being fat. And I think that's kind of what I said to myself. It's like, okay, you know what? Nobody thinks I can do this. Everybody's gonna. I was tired of being a statistic of being like, this guy's fat, this guy's obese. He's never going to like do it. It's just like, it's almost kind of like you got something to prove and nothing to lose at that point. You know, I pushed all my chips into the center of the table. I said, I'm either going to do this or I'm going to fail.
Right.
You know, and that's kind of like, you just got to have that mindset of just like that hunger, that desire of just like, I am done being fat in my life. I mean, I threw away all my clothes. Like, basically, if I ever go back to weight, I had to buy all new clothes. I didn't throw away. I donated my clothes, but I just had that mindset of like, I'm not going back to that ever.
Yeah. You made your mind up.
Yep.
And that's a big part of anything that we do in life. You have to make a decision.
Correct.
And then you gotta stay true to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not easy.
No.
You know, it's really not. You know, and I don't ever want anyone to misunderstand that.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times, like I said earlier, we live in this instant society that they want everything yesterday.
100%.
It doesn't work that way. No. I mean, there's some things I'm sure you can get instantly, but the things that are really going to hold value, they're going to take some time.
Yeah.
And I know that firsthand as well. So I understand it.
Yeah.
It's not easy to understand or accept, but it's important.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mike, I just want to say, man, that again, very, very proud of you, man.
Yeah.
I love giving people their flowers when I can.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I actually lost a very dear friend here recently, and I understand the value of life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'll just say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, life is unpredictable, and I don't take anything for granted.
Mm-hmm.
So, rather than wait till something happens and be like, I wished I would have told them when I could, I try my best to tell them when I can.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I keep saying, I'm proud of you. I want you to know that, you know, there is people that notice what you're doing, and they may not say nothing, but they're proud to. So you just keep doing what you're doing. But, you know, before I let you up out of here, man, I gotta ask, when Michael gets some free time, because you done 100 some concerts this year.
Yeah.
When you do get some free time, how does Michael get his happy on, man?
I like to stay at home and just chill, watch TV, relax.
That's fair enough. Thanks again for being on. Hey, we're gonna wrap this show the same way we do it every Sunday night. Every day you blessed to say it's just another day in paradise, and no matter what, you got to get your happy on. I'll see y'all next Sunday night.